Good evening, viewers. Tonight, our headlines encompass a blend of community support, tragic events, legal developments, and sports milestones, offering a comprehensive snapshot of the diverse stories unfolding in our midst. We begin with a heartwarming tale of local entrepreneur Mohamed, who extends assistance to a father of four in need. Our community reporters delve into the details of this act of compassion, highlighting the impact of small gestures on those facing hardship. In a devastating turn of events, a tragic house collapse leaves a child pinned under the debris. Our team is on site, covering the rescue efforts and the community's response to this distressing incident. Switching to law enforcement, Sahadeo Prasad faces arrest after being found with cocaine by CANU. Our investigative team will delve into the details surrounding Prasad's arrest, shedding light on the ongoing efforts to combat drug trafficking. Legal proceedings continue as Raj Theopolis and Tyrone James are sentenced for manslaughter. Our court correspondents will provide insights into the cases, exploring the judicial outcomes and their implications for the individuals involved. In another law enforcement success, CANU seizes a significant amount of marijuana in an Essequibo Coast operation. Our team will provide updates on the operation, highlighting the efforts to curb illicit drug activities in the region. Shifting gears to sports, Shamar Joseph makes headlines as he joins Lucknow's Super Giants for IPL 2024. Our sports correspondents will delve into Joseph's career trajectory and the significance of this achievement in the cricketing world. On the legal front, a businesswoman is sentenced for human trafficking, highlighting the complexities of combating this heinous crime. Meanwhile, the opposition initiates legal action against Vice President Sadio, adding a political dimension to our coverage. In a separate law enforcement development, police intercept a suspected cannabis shipment in Mahy, underscoring ongoing efforts to curb drug trafficking. Lastly, we mourn the tragic passing of a workplace accident victim. Our team will provide updates on the incident, highlighting the importance of workplace safety measures. Stay with us as we bring you comprehensive coverage, expert insights, and the latest updates on these diverse stories throughout the evening.
Local entrepreneur Mohamed assists father of four in establishing food business in Stabroek market area. Monique Rogers, a 28-year-old resident of Meadowbrook Gardens, Georgetown, has transitioned from doing odd jobs to becoming a proud business owner, thanks to the support of local entrepreneur Mohamed. Rogers, a father of four, has launched a food business in the vicinity of the Stabroek market area, offering various vegetarian, ITAL, meals freshly prepared just off the stove. Operating from Mondays through Saturdays starting at 19:00 Rogers' menu includes dishes such as black eye cook-up and barley porridge. With the assistance of Mr. Mohamed, Rogers has realized his dream of entrepreneurship, leaving behind his previous occupations as a mason, carpenter, and welder. Mr. Mohamed, known for his pivotal role in supporting local families, has once again provided a platform for sustainable livelihoods. On the inaugural day of his business, Rogers was honored to have Mr. Mohamed present to show his support. Impressed by Rogers' cooking skills and customer-oriented approach, Mr. Mohamed reaffirmed his commitment to helping individuals like Rogers achieve their entrepreneurial goals. Expressing his gratitude, Rogers emphasized his determination to expand his business and uphold the trust placed in him by Mr. Mohamed. He is dedicated to providing quality meals to the public while striving to create a better future for his family. Tragic house collapse leaves child pinned, urgent call for assistance. Melissa Faye Wilson is appealing for urgent assistance following a devastating incident that occurred yesterday morning. At approximately 11:35 a.m., Wilson's rented house collapsed, tragically pinning her 7-year-old son underneath. Despite the harrowing ordeal, Wilson expresses gratitude for her son's life and the swift medical attention he is currently receiving at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC, under the care of Dr. Kassoon. In a plea for help, Wilson is reaching out to the community for support during this difficult time. Those willing to offer assistance can contact her directly at 687-8783. The collapse has left Wilson and her family in a dire situation, and any support extended will be greatly appreciated. Sahadeo Prasad arrest with cocaine by CANU. The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU, conducted a successful operation resulting in the arrest of a resident of Anna Catarina, West Coast Demerara, for possession of cocaine. In a press release issued by CANU, it was stated that officers were engaged in an intelligence-led operation on the Cornelia Ida public road when they intercepted a vehicle. Subsequent to the vehicle search, 10 brick-like parcels wrapped in transparent plastic, suspected to contain cocaine, were discovered. The individual apprehended in connection with this seizure is Sahadeo Prasad, age 39, of Grant 104 Anna Catarina. Prasad was taken into custody by CANU officers and escorted to CANU's headquarters, along with the seized narcotic, which tested positive for cocaine. Investigations into this matter are currently ongoing. CANU remains committed to combating drug trafficking and illicit drug activities in Guyana. The agency continues to collaborate with local and international partners to disrupt drug supply chains and hold perpetrators accountable. Don Raj Theopolis sentenced for manslaughter. Don Raj Theopolis, known as Abdul, a pork knocker, has been sentenced to 12 years imprisonment for the manslaughter of his 19-year-old reputed wife, Lorinda Thomas, in 2018. The sentencing was delivered by Justice Priya Sunaran Bahari at the Demerara High Court. Theopolis, formerly of Barama Line, Baramida, Northwest District, had initially been arraigned for the capital offense of murder but opted to plead guilty to the lesser charge of manslaughter. The indictment stated that on January 18, 2018, at Barama Line, Theopolis committed the act resulting in the death of Lorinda Thomas. During the sentencing, Justice Sunaran Bahari ordered that Theopolis participate in vocational training, Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, and family reconciliation programs during his incarceration. Considering Theopolis' time spent on remand and the one-third deduction for his early guilty plea, the judge arrived at a 12-year sentence. She further directed the prison authorities to deduct the time spent on remand from his sentence. The court heard that Thomas, a mother of one, succumbed to injuries sustained from a severe beating inflicted by Theopolis. Reports indicate that an argument ensued between the couple while Thomas was returning home after visiting relatives. The confrontation escalated, leading Theopolis to push Thomas to the ground and subject her to a violent assault, resulting in her loss of consciousness. Despite regaining consciousness, Thomas experienced severe abdominal pain and sought medical attention. Tragically, she passed away while being air-dashed to the city for further treatment. The sentencing of Don Raj Theopolis underscores the gravity of domestic violence and its profound impact on individuals and communities. The Guyana police force remains steadfast in its commitment to combating violence against women and encourages individuals to seek non-violent resolutions to conflicts. Tyrone James sentenced for manslaughter. Tyrone James, a 40-year-old resident of Port Kaituma, Northwest District, has been sentenced to 9 years imprisonment for the manslaughter of his reputed wife, Evadne Baptiste. The sentencing was handed down by Justice Priya Sunaran Bahari at the Demerara High Court. James was initially indicted for the capital offense of murder, however, he pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of manslaughter. He admitted to unlawfully killing Baptiste on July 15, 2018, at Waterfront, Port Kaituma. During the sentencing hearing on Friday, the judge, taking into consideration the circumstances of the case, imposed a 9-year prison term on James. The court also ordered that the time James spent on remand be deducted from his sentence. The tragic incident occurred when James found Baptiste dancing with another man at the Port Kaituma waterfront. In a fit of rage, James assaulted Baptiste, causing her to fall and sustain fatal injuries. Despite his actions, James promptly reported the incident to the Port Kaituma police station. Baptiste was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead upon arrival. A subsequent post-mortem examination revealed that she died from a brain hemorrhage due to blunt trauma to the head. The sentencing of Tyrone James underscores the seriousness of domestic violence and its devastating consequences. The Guyana police force remains committed to investigating and prosecuting cases of violence against women, and urges individuals to seek peaceful resolutions to conflicts rather than resorting to violence. CANU seizes significant amount of marijuana in Essequibo Coast operation. The Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit, CANU, has reported a significant seizure of narcotics in an operation conducted on Tuesday at Walton Hall on the Essequibo Coast, Region 2. During the operation, CANU officers intercepted a vehicle driven by Romariu Stoll, a resident of the charity housing scheme on the Essequibo Coast. Upon searching the vehicle, the officers discovered 40 brick-like parcels wrapped with brown Scotch tape, containing leaves, seeds, and stems suspected to be cannabis. Following the vehicle search, CANU officers proceeded to search Stoll's residence in Charity, where they uncovered an additional 20 brick-like parcels containing similar substances. In total, 60 parcels of foreign marijuana, known as creepy, were seized during the operation, with a street value estimated to be approximately $8.4 million. Stoll was promptly arrested and escorted to CANU's headquarters, along with the suspected cannabis, for further investigation. CANU emphasizes that the seized narcotic was tested and confirmed to be foreign marijuana. The total weight of the marijuana confiscated from the vehicle and Stoll's residence amounted to 23.4 kilograms. Investigations into the matter are ongoing as CANU continues its efforts to combat drug trafficking and protect communities from the harmful effects of narcotics. Shamar Joseph joins Lucknow Super Giants for IPL 2024. Lucknow Super Giants, LSG, have announced the inclusion of West Indies pacer Shamar Joseph in their squad for the upcoming Indian Premier League, IPL, season. Joseph will replace Mark Wood and will be joining LSG for 3 Indian rupees crore. The 24-year-old quick showcased his talent during the recent Test series against Australia, where he impressed with a total of 13 wickets in 2 tests. Notably, his exceptional performance in the second innings of the Gabba Test, where he claimed figures of 7 to 68, played a pivotal role in helping West Indies level the series. Despite his limited experience in T20 cricket, having featured in only 2 matches, Joseph has already made a mark. He was part of the Guyana Amazon Warriors squad in the 2023 edition of the Caribbean Premier League. The reason for Mark Wood's unavailability has not been disclosed yet. Wood, who represented LSG in the 2022 IPL season, was unable to participate due to an elbow injury. In the 2023 season, he played 4 matches and took 11 wickets before withdrawing from the competition due to personal reasons. Lucknow Super Giants are confident that Shamar Joseph's inclusion will bolster their bowling attack and contribute to their success in the upcoming IPL season. Bartica businesswoman sentenced for human trafficking. Mahy in Cordova, a 41-year-old businesswoman of Bidorado Road, Bartica, has been sentenced to 4 years imprisonment for trafficking a Venezuelan national for the purpose of sexual exploitation. The sentencing was handed down Wednesday by Magistrate Crystal Lambert. Cordova, a Venezuelan national herself, appeared before the court, represented by attorney-at-law Gomez Richards. Ms. V. Mangalam appeared on behalf of the prosecution. The court ordered Cordova to pay $1.5 million in restitution to the victim as part of the sentence. This case stems from an investigation conducted by the Guyana Police Force's Trafficking in Persons, TIP, unit. During the trial, evidence was presented that implicated Cordova in trafficking a Venezuelan national for the purpose of sexual exploitation. It is notable that Cordova has a previous conviction related to human trafficking. She was previously charged by the TIP unit and found guilty, resulting in a 6-month imprisonment for operating a brothel. The sentencing underscores the seriousness with which human trafficking is regarded in Guyana and emphasizes the commitment of law enforcement agencies to combat this heinous crime. The successful prosecution of cases like this sends a strong message. Opposition initiates legal action regarding Vice President Jagdeo's absence from Parliament. The A Partnership for National Unity/Alliance for Change, APNU/AFC, opposition has initiated legal proceedings to address what they perceive as the prolonged absence of Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo from the National Assembly. In response to this move, Vice President Jagdeo has stated that he will respond accordingly to the legal application filed by the opposition. In a statement issued on Thursday, Opposition Chief Whip Christopher Jones and MP Tabitha Sarabohali announced that they have filed an application in the High Court over Jagdeo's absence from parliamentary sessions. They cited constitutional provisions and parliamentary standing orders that outline the consequences of prolonged absence from sittings of the National Assembly. According to the application, Vice President Jagdeo was absent for 11 consecutive sittings of the National Assembly between December 11, 2023, and February 1, 2024, which falls within the first session, 2020 to 2024, of the 12th Parliament of Guyana. The opposition MPs argue that this absence constitutes a violation of constitutional and parliamentary rules regarding attendance. The legal challenge, filed by attorney-at-law Rosdale Forda, S.C., on behalf of Jones and Sarabohali, names the Attorney General, Speaker of the National Assembly, and Jagdeo as the defendants. The application seeks several declarations from the court, including that Jagdeo has vacated his seat in the National Assembly and consequently ceased to hold the offices of Vice President and Minister of the Government of Guyana due to his prolonged absence from parliamentary sessions. In response to questions about the matter, Vice President Jagdeo stated that the issue of his removal from Parliament would have to be addressed by the Speaker of the National Assembly. However, he indicated that he would respond accordingly to the legal application filed by the opposition. The opposition MPs emphasized that the application aims to uphold the Constitution of Guyana and maintain the integrity of the parliamentary system in the country. Police intercept suspected cannabis shipment in Mahy. Acting on intelligence received at around 20:30 hours last night, police ranks from the Mahy police station intercepted a motor car, PVV 1495, parked on the southern side of Now or Never Public Road, Mahy, East Coast Demerara, facing west. The driver and registered owner, Ramlal Ramdihal, also known as Jack, a 38-year-old field supervisor of Bath Settlement, West Coast Berbice, was the lone occupant in the car. Upon questioning, Ramdihal could not provide a reasonable answer for being there. Subsequently, the ranks conducted a search of the vehicle in his presence and discovered 3 bulky white salt bags in the car trunk, all containing parcels wrapped with suspected cannabis. The contents of the bags were as follows. Bag 1, 8 parcels. Bag 2, 4 parcels. Bag 3 parcels. Ramdihal was informed of the offense committed, arrested, and cautioned. He claimed that he was instructed to pick up the 3 bags at No. 30 village and transport them to Georgetown, where he would be compensated. However, he refused to disclose the identity of the person from whom he collected the bags. Ramdihal, along with the suspected narcotics and the motor car, were escorted to the Mahy police station. Upon arrival, the 15 parcels of suspected cannabis were weighed in his presence and amounted to 92 pounds or 41.768 kilograms. Ramdihal remains in police custody pending further investigations into the matter. Tragic passing of workplace accident victim. It is with deep sadness that we announce the passing of 27-year-old Dharmendra Narayan, who succumbed to injuries sustained in a workplace accident almost 1 month ago. Narayan, employed at Imam Bacchus Sons Limited in Region 2, Pomeroon Supanam, tragically lost his life after suffering severe head injuries on January 9. The incident occurred when Narayan fell from a 10-foot scaffold while pressure washing the company's building at Affiance. Immediate measures were taken following the accident, with the Ministry of Labor launching an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident. Narayan's untimely passing serves as a stark reminder of the importance of workplace safety and the need for stringent measures to prevent such tragedies from occurring. The loss of a young life is a profound loss not only for his family and colleagues but for the entire community. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and loved ones of Dharmendra Narayan during this difficult time. We extend our deepest condolences and stand in solidarity with them as they navigate through this period of grief and mourning.